Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol NVCN. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just the past 2 days broken down into 30-minute time slices. I want to do this time frame thing that does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I haven't done this analysis in a couple weeks, it feels like. I used to do it all the time, but this one's kind of fallen off the map here a little bit. But did want to touch base with it and just kind of map out a couple of the key levels right now going forward. And we'll first start by talking about levels of support. So from more so a bigger picture point of view in terms of where the buyers seem to be hanging out, that's down here at 0.0135. If you go through the history of the chart, kind of take a quick stroll down memory lane. I guess we'll start right there from today's price action. Sure, it didn't quite hit it, but remember with supports and resistance levels, they're not exact specific levels. They're more so ranges. So I would definitely consider, the low where it went today within the range of 0.0135. And then you go back here. Okay, didn't quite hit it. Right there, bounced directly off it, slightly below it, a little bit more below it. So, but, moral of the story here is what I think we can all agree on. The general area is at 0.0315 where the buyers seem to be hanging out. So that is definitely the key level of support going forward. And like I said, so far so good. Nice to see that the price was able to hold up above it. On the flip side of things, where is just the general overall key level of resistance at right now? And that is all about the purple line up there, the famous 50 period simple moving average. Even if you have a very basic understanding of charts, I'm sure you've heard of the 50 period and you know that when the price is below it, it does tend to act as resistance. So while I'm not saying it's impossible to break above it or anything like that, that would definitely be that key level going forward. So if you want to look at this in another way or just kind of a very simplistic point of view, essentially this is starting to enter into a channel pattern, top of the channel being that purple line up there, and then the bottom of the channel being that 0.0135 area. So we'll see, if the price can get a break through the channel. I'm assuming that you'd ideally like to see it up through the upside of the channel. But that's really kind of the very simplistic way to summarize everything is channel pattern on the 30-minute, top of the channel being the 50 period moving average, bottom of the channel being 0.0315. So we'll see how this one closes out the week tomorrow. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.